Welcome back to Talkin Shop with ShopSabre. I'm Brandon, back with the gang. Travis. Who else we got here? Chad. Nick, you're still here, surprisingly.
I'm here.
Jose, he's over in the corner. And Kai. Hey, Kai. How you doing today, Kai? Kyle gave me a thumbs up. I just wanted him to have to acknowledge it. Nick, I thought you weren't going to be here today.
Well, plans changed a little bit last night about 10 o'clock.
What happened?
The lottery numbers didn't hit.
No, you did you talked a lot of trash before you left.
A little bit.
You talked a lot of trash.
So this might
for
be
a guy,
the final episode.
For a guy who was banking on a lottery ticket. Talked a lot of trash on the way out the door, and then he was the first one here this morning.
Here we are.
He was knocking on the door, asking us to unlock it this morning.
Please let me back in. I was just kidding.
I made a mistake. I made a huge mistake. Travis, you were on vacation.
I was.
Vacay.
Yeah, went up to Breezy Point. Pretty good time.
Breezy Point?
Yep.
Did you go golfing?
I did not. Family all went before I came up. They were up there almost all week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you go fishing?
I did not. I had no idea that there was actually a creek in our backyard, and I could have
Backyard?
Yeah.
You bought a house?
It was. We were on the third floor balcony and overlooking this creek that I guess has massive bass in it, and I didn't know it even.
Massive bass. That sounds like a phrase that people should use more.
Yeah, I was like, 3 of my buddies are like, "Did you bring your fishing stuff?" We fished that and caught some like 5, 6, 7 pound bass. I'm like, "Nope, I did not know it was
You're
back
like,
here."
didn't plan well.
Yep.
Did you ride the little transit bus?
I didn't.
What's a
No,
little
I tried
transit
to
bus?
They have a little bus that'll bring you
everywhere.
anywhere you want to go.
The one thing I wish I
Really?
would have done is they do a grounds tour, and I didn't do it. I should have. But
What did you do then? You didn't ground tour, you didn't fish, you didn't golf.
My kid do a lot of swimming.
A lot of swimming.
A lot of
Did
swimming.
you go swimming?
I did.
Did you do a cannonball?
We actually had a cannonball contest.
Yeah.
Did you go in the lake?
We didn't. Well,
Okay,
my kid
yeah.
has that burn on his leg, so we weren't letting him go in there. But pool was okay.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah,
Was it
we
nice
actually-
weather though, right?
Yeah, it was beautiful. up
Didn't
there.
rain at all up there?
We had a little bit of rain overnight one night, but it didn't affect anything.
Nice. So it was nice weather and everything.
And it was nice too because we ran into all that smoke again going up
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Fortunately, the wind blew it all down to you guys. So
Yeah, we had plenty of it.
yeah, I
for
had to
sure.
deal with it when I got back, but otherwise it was nice up there.
Thanks, Canada.
Yeah, it was like 78 to 80 degrees. Beautiful.
That's cool. At least you got an enjoyable vacation out of the way, right?
Yep.
Did you go golfing?
Of course.
I knew you went golfing.
Of course.
Hole in one?
Of course not.
I thought you'd get one.
I'm not Steph Curry.
What? You got a hole in one?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, and then he ran like he was flying in a plane with his arms out.
And
the
I think
whole
he-
entire hole.
I think he finished around with an eagle.
Yeah, he won with a walk-off eagle.
Walk-off eagle. That's pretty cool.
Somebody yelled in Marty Fish's backswing on the 18th hole, and he hit it in the woods.
I don't know what any of this
It was
means.
all downhill from
I
there.
know nothing about what you guys are talking. I'm just laughing because it sounds great. I have no idea.
Yeah, and actually the guy that I bought my house from finally got all of his stuff out. So
That's cool.
yeah, there's less stuff in my house now. There's just one person that has things there that I need to, and my stuff obviously, but one other person.
So much room for activities now.
Yeah, it's a lot of house for just one person.
How do you feel about storing some race car parts?
Never.
No.
I'm not storing anything. I'm not helping. I'm not helping anybody with anything.
You have learned not to help people now.
Well, it's not. I'll help, I guess, but I'm not gonna like.
What if I need advice
Keep
on a CNC
people's
machine?
things at
Will
my
you help me
house.
there?
No.
What if I bring my kid's bed over? Can he hang out with you?
Nope.
Can he hang out with you?
Oh.
Wait a second.
I'll send you Uber or DoorDash dinner every night.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
I'd
He
rather
uses-
starve.
At least he uses manners.
I heard you're not going to starve, though. You got a fridge full of food.
Yeah, that I got to eat before we go to Vegas.
When do we leave for Vegas?
Monday. Me and Travis do, anyways. I don't know when
Monday
you
is
leave.
when you leave for Vegas. So you got to eat a whole fridge full of food by Monday
Yeah, I wasn't really thinking.
because you went shopping yesterday. Decided to go
Sunday.
get some groceries. Oh, Sunday. Went and got groceries on Sunday. Stocked up the fridge, he said, to the most food he's had in months. And then realized he leaves town for a week.
Sounds like you can make yourself lunches this week.
He did.
Didn't you see it?
It was delicious looking.
That's what I was doing before I came in here.
Oh,
made
no,
chicken
I was
and
on
rice.
a call right before I walked in here. So I don't
Yep.
Chicken and rice like the old days.
Nice.
Yep.
Then I have steak and potatoes and sandwich stuff and milk.
I'll take some enchiladas when you make those again.
Oh, yeah. What about an enchilada day?
Oh, those are good.
I'm not doing that.
I heard you and
It's Chad's food.
Not doing that.
I heard you and Jose are going to kickbox together.
Yeah. Road to the MMA.
You guys are going MMA fighting together?
Well, no, kickboxing and boxing, then MMA.
You guys are going to MMA fight each other first?
We're
Or
gonna go to Rex Kwando.
is this going to be a pay-per-view thing? Are we going to put this on our YouTube channel?
No.
Hopefully this works out better than your live tour goals.
Yeah. I'll probably be employed here for a while.
There's another lottery drawing Wednesday night. You never know.
Well, Nick tried to quit yesterday. Had to come back and ask for his job back. That was good. That was
good
good.
times.
Too bad the lottery didn't work out for you there, Nick. I was really pulling for you,
We'll
bud.
try again next time.
I was really pulling for you. Did anybody win it?
No.
So it's just over $1 billion
on
now?
Yeah.
Well, I guess hey, there's always next time. Maybe the next one's yours.
I'll
They
forget
draw
to
every
buy
day.
it.
What's that?
Don't they draw every day?
No, I think
No.
it's just twice a week.
It's like twice a week. Wednesdays and no.
Monday and
and
Wednesday or Monday and
I don't
Thursday. I don't know. I don't even know.
we don't know.
Honestly.
We just know it was last night and Nick didn't win. That's all we know. The cool news is Nick and I won the same amount of money. The only difference is I didn't try.
You probably came out ahead. I spent $6. You spent nothing.
So it's going well for him. Yeah, what last week we talked about stop being a spectator, right? Everybody's got to get in the game and get involved, right? Hopefully everybody enjoyed last week's episode. This week we wanted to bring a special episode to you because, as we said, we won't be live next week with an episode. Next week we are going to be in Las Vegas at the show, and we thought about doing an episode live from the show. And then we realized there's no way for us to get all this stuff down there and then back. So we realized that we're not going to do it live from the show. I guess now Jose said maybe. Jose just said maybe. We might be doing a show from, we got portable stuff apparently. Now, okay, this is getting, we might be here next week. We're not sure. Jose has not informed us yet, and I'm afraid of him because he kickboxes. So.
Just plan us not being here.
Yeah, plan on not seeing us next week. Just plan on not seeing us next week on the show, hearing from us on the show. Because we're going to be in AWFS. And that's what today's episode is going to be about. So we figured we'd talk about talking about the show a little bit, AWFS 2023. For anybody who's not familiar with it, it's a woodworking show. So it's a really big woodworking show in Las Vegas. So, we talked about, again, not being a spectator and getting involved in your business and the evolution of your products. And again, 2023's largest woodworking show is here in the United States, in Las Vegas next week. And so there's not a better time than now to get yourself involved. And, if you're thinking about making the move on a CNC machine, it's time to come see us. You can come to our booth. Like I said, we will be there all week long. You guys said what? Fly out Monday morning? You guys fly out?
Monday morning, yeah.
I'm flying out over the weekend. I got to set up the booth. Wait a second. How did I get stuck setting the booth up so you guys could show up and just work it?
I don't know. You
You would have
set
to ask
schedules.
yourself that.
You set our schedules.
How did that work? I really did this wrong. I should have sent you guys down to set up, and then I come in Monday. I feel like I really failed on this deal. I'm a terrible manager.
I don't work on Saturday or Sunday.
That's not true.
Shoma Shabbos. Whatever that is.
I know what you're saying, but I can't think of the name.
What the heck?
Shova Shabbos? I don't know.
No more. You guys are hurting my head. Yeah, so obviously you can go out to our website and check things out there. ShopSabre.com. We have free tickets to the show, so you can contact the sales department at sales@shopsabre.com and request your link to the free tickets. And, if you're coming, you might as well pay nothing to get in and then come visit with us. So, again, stop being a spectator. Next week we're going to be there. But like I said, it kind of has made me think, is there really a better time than now for people to explore this, guys?
I don't think so. I think we're going to have a lot of great stuff in there.
For sure. Some exciting things.
Yeah, we got some really exciting things coming. And, really, I'm just thinking from a time period, like, there's really not a better time than right now to get yourself involved in CNC and really upgrade your equipment or, add equipment if you don't have any. The year end is approaching us. I mean, it's quickly. Can you believe it, guys? It's the end of July almost.
It's crazy.
Next week is the
very
last
crazy.
week. And I mean, we're over halfway to 2024. And before we know it, it's going to be December. And then everyone will be scrambling for their end of the year. And, how can they save money on their taxes? Because they have to spend some money. Section 179, you can start thinking about it now instead of waiting until the end of the year. It's a good opportunity. And, really, if you order at AWFS, you'll have your machine before the fourth quarter. That's huge. Going into the end of the year, the holiday season, all your products that got to get done, you can have a piece of equipment in place. You know how to run it by then and actually making more money this holiday season.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, come see what's new. I mean, I think that's the big thing is we have some new things coming out. We're pretty excited about it. Come meet the team. You can obviously meet you guys, right?
And Router Bob.
Router Bob will be there. Who else will be there?
You?
Me, well, of course I'll be there. We've talked about that.
Me.
You, of course, you'll be there. Yeah.
I'll be there.
Well, we figured this out. Now this is going well. We're walking in circles, boys. Who else is going to be here? Oh, Jose just yelled out. Jose will be there. Jose's going to be there. Jose,
Ben.
what day are you there? Tuesday? Tuesday, Wednesday. He's there Tuesday, Wednesday. We're going to be shooting some video. So if you're a customer and you're listening to this and you want to come talk about your business, that's a good day to be there. Be there Tuesday afternoon. Wednesday is when we're actually going to be filming mostly. So come in the morning. We'll be picking out people and, we're going to be interviewing some people and just talking about their ShopSabre and their experience and, obviously talking with our sales guys. And so, yeah, if you're listening to this and you're a ShopSabre customer, come see us at the show on Wednesday and we can talk about your business. Give yourself some free publicity too. You can give your business a plug. So that'll be fun. Who else is going to be there, guys?
Jim, Ben,
Yep.
Sean,
Morley.
Cody.
So you can come meet Sean Morley there. If you've never met Sean or you want to talk to Sean, he'll be there. We're also going to have Chris McCormick. Yeah, Chris McCormick.
Yep.
Kind of cool. Hatch Exhibits. He actually owns several ShopSabres. He owns 3 of them. He has 2 routers and a plasma. And he builds professional exhibits. And he's done stuff, everything from the Grammys to the White House, correspondence dinner stuff. He's done a lot of big events, and he built us a booth.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, you saw it, Chet. I think you're the only one here. Nobody else saw it, I don't think, right? I think you're the only one that saw it.
Mm-hmm.
You showed me a picture of what you wanted to
Yeah,
look
but
like.
you saw it.
I saw the beams and like the little, whatever you call that hangs above the machine.
all the LED lights.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty cool setup. We're pretty excited, but the cool thing about it is it was all built on a ShopSabre.
That's awesome.
So literally the booth that we're going to be showing our ShopSabre machines off in was built on a ShopSabre. So kind of cool to be able to say that. So yeah, we're excited to show that off. But Chris will be there. He's going to be there for a little bit. He probably won't be there the whole week, but he's going to be there for a little bit to talk about the machines and obviously his business and obviously the booth. He'll be able to talk about what he did and how he did it.
Who takes down the booth?
Chris's team.
Oh,
Yeah.
if he leaves early.
Yeah, he's got team people that do that stuff.
I got you.
Yeah, he's coming to help set it up and obviously wants to be there to say hello to us. So pretty excited about that. So yeah, Chris will be there. So again, there's a lot of cool people going to be at the show. Be able to go through a lot of the history of ShopSabre and more importantly, education, right? We're going to be teaching people a little bit more about our machines, talking about the ball screws and showing people the construction quality and really have the machines sitting there running in, motion so you can actually see them move and how fluent and, really precise they really are. And I'm really excited about it because it's always fun when we get to these shows. You get in front of a lot of people and you get to talk to a lot of cool people and unique individuals that have businesses that you just don't even think about. It's not just traditional cabinetry, but I mean, I've met some really cool people over the years at these shows.
And I wonder how many people at the show can actually say their machine created their booth. That's going to be super awesome.
I bet there's not many of them.
Well, and also where our location is, everyone's going to basically see where we're at.
We're the front door. You literally walk in and you see us. Or if you come in the side door, all you see is a bunch of like hardware stuff first. And then the first machine is us. So I'm excited. I'm excited to be there. So you shouldn't be able to miss us. Hopefully you don't miss us. But if you miss us, come find us. 2701 is the booth number. And there's no reason for you not to come visit with us. Like I said, guys, we got some pretty cool stuff too. And right now, through the end of the month, correct, we have some specials going. We have our AWFS special.
Yep.
So good opportunity to take advantage of some unique offerings. We also have some financing. We got some financing specials that we're going to be kicking off, or we have kicked off already.
Yep.
But they are running for a limited time as well. So you can get into a machine for much less than traditional. We have a no money down, no payment option. Correct, guys?
That is correct.
Yeah, so pretty excited about that. Get into a machine, let it start working for you with really little out of pocket.
Especially with the low lead times we have currently.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, we got machines that are. We got a new thing on our website that we offer now called packages. Correct, guys?
Yep.
So we now are building machines with pre-packages, kind of like what you get from Ford, right? Your Lariat package or your XLT or whatever. But we have now developed that within our cabinetry packages. And so, yeah, if you're a cabinet shop looking at it, we have machines that can be delivered to you in a low lead time with a specific configuration for your needs. So you don't have to sit there and try to figure it out. We've put together some really standard packages based on, your needs and your production expectations. So
Pretty exciting.
Yeah, pretty excited about that. But let's talk a little bit about AWFS, guys. What is AWFS? Anybody?
Big woodworking show.
Big woodworking show.
I'm gonna be there.
American Woodworking First Solutions.
I'm gonna guess it's the Association of Woodworking and Furnishing Suppliers.
Not that you read that off the paper or anything, right?
No, I've been doing my research.
Look at there. There's the answer.
I literally wrote it on the paper in front of everybody. And
I go back. It's the Association of Woodworking and Furnishing Suppliers.
that's funny. Yeah, they're correct, Chad and Nick. You guys got it. That's right. So,
I was pretty close the first time.
no, I don't feel like you were right at all.
Had woodworking.
Okay, you got one thing right.
Pretty good.
So I'll give you this.
That's right.
Are you happy now? What do you guys think, in all seriousness now, what can you gain by attending the show? I mean, for you guys, what do you think is the big win for the customers?
Insight.
A lot of insight. Yeah, there's a lot of insight. I would say that's true. You can gain a lot of insight. You can never stop learning is what I've always said. And, there's a lot of guys that you know a lot about your industry and you probably have a process to what you're doing, but going to these shows, sometimes you can see a better way to do something you're already doing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just nice to be able to see that, oh my God, they came out with something new. There's a new technology out there that I never even realized that can make my job easier. Even though I'm already, doing it this one way, sometimes it's just the new hardware. It's about, I've explained that you're building cabinets or closets or whatever. There's a new drawer slide, right? Or there's a new handle or, whatever it is, that sometimes are a latch that you won't know about. And if you're going to be the guy to be able to show it to your customers first, it's cool. Sometimes it's just those little things that sell product. And a customer might see that you're offering them a new hidden drawer slide or whatever, right? And that might be why they choose your company over your competitor. Mm-hmm. So going to these shows and learning some of that stuff kind of puts you out in front of it. You're not learning once the customer asks you for it. You're the one telling the customer about it. So I agree with you.
And I know this is kind of when I went to that cabinet show earlier this month, and there was a person there that spoke, and he said that out of any industry, the cabinet guys are the ones that work the least. It's like they want to hold secrets more than the other industries. So it's a good way to get new processes and different ways to do something that you're maybe currently doing a little slower.
Yeah, I mean, Sean complained about that. We did a podcast episode with Sean. I have a video podcast I also shoot, Sabre Talk, and we did one with Sean Morley, and he talks about that industry is just like so closed off sometimes, and he's like, he had a hard time getting other shops to talk to him about their experience with machines because they didn't want him to know.
Yep.
And Sean's always been the guy that's like the opposite. He's like, dude, I have more work than I know what to do with, so I'll teach anybody anything. Like if they want to ask what material I'm using or what machines I use, I have no problem with it. But not everybody is that way, right? And that's what like you said, you won't learn what finish to use on your cabinets if you don't go to these things sometimes.
Because the guy next to you is doing the same thing, isn't going to tell you.
Yeah, and he might lie to you. That's the sad part is you might ask him, oh man, I use this brand. He ain't using that. He found something better. And he wants your cabinets to look like crap because he wants to sell more cabinets than you. So going to these shows, you can actually see that finish. And that to me is the big key to this is you get to see new innovative products, right?
Well, and it's another thing that you get from the show is the networking.
Yeah.
I mean, basically networking.
Yeah, networking is huge. Like you said, networking 101, right? Meet people. And you can meet and reconnect with people. Sometimes it's just, hey, you know what? Have you guys ever been in that situation where you've gone somewhere and you met somebody? And you're like, man, that guy was really smart. And you lose connection somehow, right? Something happens. Maybe you dropped your phone in Breezy Point Lake or whatever. And, whatever it is, it's Skull Lake, isn't it? It's not
It
Breezy
is.
Point
It
Lake.
is.
It's Gull
Yep.
Lake.
It is.
It dawned on me as I said that. But you lose your contacts. You lose that person, and it's like, man, if I could just remember who that guy was. And you go to these events, and sometimes you run into those people, and you're like, oh, that's who it was. And then you go meet them again, and you help, and you guys get going, and it really takes you to that next level. So it is. It's a networking event is really what it's about. You can share ideas, advice, learn the, up and coming technology. If one thing, like I said, Sean Morley, been doing this a long time. He goes to every single one of these shows. And at every show, he said he's learned something. He bought a ShopSabre from us here locally, but still went to the show to find out more. And he ended up buying an Edgebander. He ended up finding his Edgebander, and now he's on his second Edgebander, and the Edgebander he upgraded to was the Sahisa, which is the one we sell. But he went to the show to see him run. That's where he saw the Edgebanders run, and once he saw what he wanted, he came back to ShopSabre and said, "Let's do it. Let's order one." Because obviously we don't build them here. We can't show them here in our shop, but we will be able to very soon. We just got one in. I don't know if anybody saw that, but it's in the back. We just got to set it up now. But our showroom will now have a Sahisa Edgebander in it. But we historically have not been able to show that stuff. So you can come to the show, see it. But more than that, it's dust collection, right? You have a machine or you have a shop, but maybe your dust collector sucks. You can go see dust collectors. There's a bunch of dust collection companies. In fact, the Oneida booth is right next to us. Proud of that because we're partnered with them. So the very dust collectors we sell are right in the booth next to us.
Isn't Chihisa pretty close to us?
Yeah, Sahisa's like 2 booths away, kitty corner from us. So again, you can come check out the Sahisa Edgebander, come talk to us. We have show specials on them. And the other thing that you can look at too is like the vacuum lift. That's something that most recently, Sean is actually the company that introduced us to the Schmalz vacuum lifts because Sean went to the last show when his wife and him were talking about needing something to help him lift sheets. And he found this, looked at a bunch of vacuum lift companies, talked to a bunch of them, ended up buying the Schmalz vacuum lift there at the show. And again, those are on sale at the show. We have a show special on that. And you're going to be able to get yourself into a lift system for your machine for a fraction of the cost. And those are the things you learn. So yeah, networking with people and understanding there's new technology out there and you don't have to do it the hard way anymore.
Correct.
And you can actually put your eyes on the product versus just seeing pictures.
That's what I like about it. And it's, part of the innovation side of things is you can see the advancements with your own eyes.
Yep.
It's one thing, these sales guys, I'm going to be honest, there's sales guys that are going to sell you anything you want to hear, right? You tell them you need a machine for your shop, they're going to tell you anything you want to hear because they're going to make a commission check. But you don't really see the product quality through the internet. Anybody can make their product look good on the internet.
Yep.
But that's why we've always said, come to ShopSabre's facility, tour the facility, right? You could see really what we're doing. We're not embarrassed by our product. We know how good our product really is. But some of the machines that you see out there, some of our competitors, you're going to find they're really small.
Right.
They're not very heavy duty. They're not very big. I mean, they look big in pictures, but then you actually see what our machines look like comparably to them in terms of the actual construction quality. I'm not talking about footprint. I'm not saying that our machines take up a bunch more space than everybody else, but what I'm saying is that sometimes you stand next to one and it's like, wow, that feels and looks big. It's the size of the tubes we're using compared to some of these and the height it sits off the ground and some of that stuff. Like we make it at a comfortable working height where some of these machines are really, really abnormally short and you're bending over all the time trying to get to them. And it's like, that's not a comfortable machine to work on.
Right.
I'm excited to see all that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the cool thing. Like you've never been there, Chad, right?
Never. First time.
Yeah, you've been in the industry several years. Travis, same for you, right?
Same thing. Yep.
Yeah, you've been in the industry several years. You've never been there, and both of your guys' first time to the show.
It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, I think, it's cool because it's going to be a good opportunity for you guys as well to see what the competitors are offering.
Yep.
And it's a good opportunity as a customer to truly see when we say what we say is true. You can walk into our booth and we show you a ball screw drive system. And you can walk into our competitor's booth and you're going to see no ball screw drive system. It's not like they can hide it. It's you walk in and see whatever you want to see.
Yep.
It's right there in front of you on display. It's like walking into the showroom at the car dealership. You're going to find out if you like that car or not, right?
Absolutely.
It's pretty easy after you see it. So the other thing, like for me, it's really about meeting the team. That's what I like about it the most. You can come shake hands and meet our team in person. And really, it's getting back to being in front of people. It's been a few years since we've been there because the last time we were supposed to be there, it was COVID. So we didn't get to go that year. So it's been almost 4 years since we've been at a show. And I'm excited to just be back in front of people and, the excitement of the shopper. You know, like there's so many people that they're excited. They want to be there. They want to learn. And that excitement is contagious. I really enjoy being around people who have that energy. So let's talk a little bit about, guys, what's going to be on display at AWFS. What are we going to have there in terms of product?
We'll have a Pro 408 and an IS 408.
Yeah, so we will have a brand new 2023 Pro 408 and an IS 408. So that's our IS series and our Pro series. Both will be equipped specifically for efficiency and performance. I can say that. You're going to see the most popular options and accessories on our machine. So it's going to have vacuum. It's going to have tool changers, dust collection ready. Again, they'll have pop-up pins, all the stuff that you're going to be accustomed to seeing in a traditional production shop. And so, you know, the nice thing about it is we'll be there so you can see what American made really looks like. Because a large majority of machines at the show are going to be import products. There's a lot of them.
Surprisingly, a lot of them.
And the cool thing is there's also going to be some really, really big machines there. Like there's some really big $500,000 routers. So you're going to be able to go see what a $500,000 router looks like and compare it to the $70,000 machines. And I think you're going to be surprised at how closely we resemble them in a lot of ways. And then you'll start to see the other machines in our price point and how far away they are. And it really starts to divide the point. It makes people realize the real value in what they see in a ShopSabre. Because let's be honest about it. I mean, the economy right now is a little scary for people, right? They're not sure what's going on.
Correct.
So let's talk about that for a second. Because is ShopSabre, I mean, when you kind of look at it from being an American company, are we not kind of that stable or that comfort food, if you will? Because we're American made. We're less of a risk to you, right?
Right.
You know, you got to think about it. Like, ShopSabre is kind of a safe harbor, if you will. You know, it's not uncommon for wood customers to purchase more expensive equipment. I mean, they're not afraid to spend $120,000 to $200,000 on the right piece of equipment if it's the right thing for their job. But people are apprehensive right now. You know, the economy's a little uncertain, and rather than having to go out and spend $200,000 on a machine, you still need that productivity, right? There's still work to be done. ShopSabre is that safe alternative right now, if you will. You know, rather than going out and spending $200,000, you can buy a ball screw-driven American-made machine for under $100,000 from us. We're going to have them on sale at the show for a limited time. And, you know, the big thing about it is American-made is the big part of that. You know, people are, you know, you got vertically integrated factories out there, right? And that's what we do. And we have impeccable support. I would say that. Our support is second to none. And obviously our reputation speaks for itself. So we have a real advantage to considering us right now because, you know, it's a safe place to put your money. We're a company that's proven we can make it time and time again. We've been here for 24 years and we're growing. And, you know, the other thing is the import products haven't gotten better. Right. They simply haven't gotten better. I mean, they're doing the same thing they've always done, just with a different company's name on it. You know, what used to be one company is now, you know, what used to be brand A is now brand B. Same machines, just a different color.
Correct.
It's too risky. Like, when you think about that, like, what happens when, you know, the economy, you know, doesn't support that as much anymore? You know, you have to think about it. Some of these countries, they're changing. You know, I want to put it out there. China's not what it used to be. China used to be known for building, you know, really a low-cost solution. The problem is now they're owning, you know, people out there, their own employees are asking for more money now. They're starting to run into labor issues over there. And so now you're starting to run into, you know, supply chain issues over there. They're running into price increases over there, delays, and all while you're supposed to be getting a benefit of savings. Well, now it's costing more money, less support, and the quality's going down because some of this is labor shortages, so they're rushing things out. They're outsourcing their own work. There's some Chinese products now that are being outsourced to other countries.
It's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? They're outsourcing. China is outsourcing. That's nuts. So now you're getting products that were built from China that aren't actually even built in China. They're countries that China outsources to. That's scary. It's a risky deal.
It's very scary.
So you don't even know what you're getting, and that's what you're going to depend on, And what I think is funny is you go to these shows and, I'm going to be there on Saturday, right? And I'm going to be able to see these machines being set up. And my favorite is watching the import companies scramble to put their machines into a working state because they show up and they're opening them out of the container for the first time. And sometimes the machines don't run. And they're just scrambling to make these things run because they got to put on a show on Tuesday. And I think that's just the big difference between an American-made product is that our machines, they were running before they left our facility. They're going to show up there. We're going to plug them in. We're going to, do our thing. And, barring any unforeseen, circumstances with shipping or things like that, we should have very little work to do other than plugging them in and playing with them. And like I said, we have a new and exciting thing coming out. Pretty excited about it. It takes a lot of people's concerns as of lately with CNC kind of out of question. Don't you guys agree? We're not going to talk about it too much. I don't want to reveal it yet. The big reveal will be on Tuesday morning.
I agree.
Hey, Kyle, do we have any videos of that new and exciting thing that's going to be launching Tuesday morning? Or is it going to be at the end of the week? End of the week, he says. So if you're not at the show, you won't even get to see it till the end of the week. So if you want the first sneak peek at it, you got to come to the show. It's the only way you're going to get to see this. So, like I said, we got some cool stuff coming, and really, ShopSabre's always been quick to respond in this industry. Is one thing I think that's huge about the way we do things, and everything ShopSabre does is with the hope to help solve somebody's problem somewhere, and that's really what we've done. So, if you want to get yourself into the latest technology, I mean, it's the time. We can get you into a new ShopSabre for less money with some of the greatest features. And again, it's a much more stable investment than having to spend a couple $100,000 on another ball screw American-made machine or having to cut the corner and go buy something imported.
And hope it shows up.
Hopefully it works. But, I mean, you're going to be able to see quality with your own eyes at AWFS. And, you can see the machine's precision and the motion. That's the one thing I really like about it. We have a lot of cool things there. But, what's your guys' thoughts on it, on what we're talking about here? I mean, where do you guys feel like if I've left anything out?
I don't think you left anything out. I think I'm excited for the show. Well, you, Travis?
For sure. I think personally, just because I've never been able to put my eyes on any other machines that are in our class or even beyond our class, I just am excited to see what else is really out there other than just seeing what you find on the internet.
I'm excited to see all the different booths and other stuff.
Well, and Brandon, going back to kind of what you touched on, I think people coming to the show can actually see, the quality and the sturdiness and what a lot of customers. I think the most popular thing I hear from customers once they receive their machine is how surprised they are at how big and well built and strong it is.
Yeah.
Obviously, they bought the machine because they know that we produce quality, but then to have them get it and even be more surprised by the quality of it put together, I think that's the biggest thing people will see that come to the show to
for sure
look at the machine in person.
I'm glad you say that because that's like the hardest thing to get through to people is that's why we invite you to our facility because most of the time we don't have a show coming up, So it's come to our facility so you can see it because that's exactly it. People are trying to say that, I read an email the other day that a customer said that, he was comparing machines and they were all he said all of the American solutions were equally innovative, right? And he was talking about the quality being very similar and all this. And it's sad that people think that because they're being misled, unfortunately, because they don't realize that there's a major quality difference between some of these brands. And they think that some of these companies are even misleading them to believe they're American-made. They think some of the machines are American-made that are not. And that's the cool thing. When you go to the show, you'll start to see the differences. And you'll start to be able to pick out the difference between an American-made machine and a non-American-made machine because a lot of the import products all look the same. They look very, very similar. They have a very telltale sign when they're an import product there. And you can start to see the differences as you go booth to booth. And when you could see machines side by side and really, you can literally walk from one booth to the next and see them directly as you compare them, you start to see like how very different these machines are. And as you said, Nick, it's my favorite thing about a customer is that we can literally sell machines based on the videos and the pictures and the testimonials and all the stuff we can show them, and they can still be surprised at how much quality is in the machine when it shows up.
Yep.
It still surprises me to this day when I hear people say that because I guess me being in the position of not being a sales guy and not knowing everything there is. For somebody to have spent that amount of money on something and then be surprised at how great it still is,
Yeah.
and how much better it is than they thought it was going to be, it's surprising.
That's a pretty common one
Yeah.
to hear too.
Here's what I think about. Flip the script a second, guys. Think about buying one of those import products and it shows up and it's not what you thought.
I've had customers tell me about that too.
We hear it
and
a
they're
lot.
very disappointed.
But can you imagine that?
Yeah, they probably have one of those like pride things, like you don't think your own kid's ugly. You know,
It's true. It's true. Are you gonna tell them their kid's ugly?
I'm not gonna say anything, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
But that's my point, though. Like nobody's willing to tell you.
Right.
Like your friends aren't gonna even tell you because they don't want to be the one to break your heart that your brand new machine you bought's a pile of shit. Like, sorry, but it is what it is. Like, you don't want to buy crap, and the best way to avoid that is come check it out.
see it in person, meet the team.
And it's Vegas. Like, there's plenty of things to do. If you just want a reason to, get away from work for a little bit, go to Vegas, right?
Is it cheap to fly to Vegas anywhere you live in the country?
I feel like Vegas has always got direct flights and it's always affordable. Yeah. But the cool thing is it's going to be like 115 degrees. So it's not even going to be cold. That's good, right?
I think I'd rather have it cold.
It's going to be 115 degrees next week.
Glad there's going to be AC there.
Like
It's a dry heat though.
it is dry heat.
There's people
There's
say
a
that
major
that's
difference.
There's a huge difference.
Major difference.
We went in July one time and it was 115 and we sat by the pool all day and it didn't bother us.
Yeah, it's
way
different than here. Yeah, because like the coldest day there while we're there is going to be 108 degrees. 108. And I'll tell you what, it will feel about the same as some of the days here in Minnesota.
Yep.
Like it's the weirdest thing. I mean, it's hot. You feel just straight hot, but it's not like there's zero humidity. Like you do not feel the way you feel here. Like you can actually breathe.
So it's
That's the
probably like
difference.
2 weeks ago here when we just had that.
No, that was terrible.
It was.
That was
could
miserable.
Barely breathe.
Yeah.
115 is way better than what we had.
Yeah, it's miserable compared to
Is it because their dew point doesn't get as high?
100%.
yeah.
100%.
I'd be a meteorologist.
Dew points are like 30 there.
Dude, it's crazy. Like seriously, you go like okay, the thing I remember, just completely off topic here, but I remember the first time I ever went there for a show. I got out of the shower. I used to have hair, for the record. I used to have hair, and my hair dried like instantly.
I think we all did.
Yeah, we all used to have hair, and then we worked at ShopSabre. But my hair dried instantly. It was the craziest thing ever. I'm like, what just happened? Because there's just no humidity there at all, like just crazy. So I thought that was funny, but again, it's in Vegas and there's plenty to do. So you might as well come check out new equipment you need for your shop and then go gamble a little bit. Go win that new ShopSabre, right?
You need help setting up the booth? I'll come help you.
Oh, now you want to help me.
Yeah.
Sure, come on down. I don't
Hang
care.
out and support everybody and then help you clean up when
Yeah,
it's done.
come on down.
Perfect.
I'm good with it.
I'll let Curtis know today I'm going to be gone next week.
That's cool. Good luck.
I think you need to get with Jenna to get tickets.
Actually, I don't think he has to worry about it. He quit yesterday and doesn't realize he's still not on payroll. So he literally quit yesterday and hasn't filled out any new hire employment paperwork today. So
Damn it.
we're just waiting till the first paycheck's coming along, and he's gonna be like, "Why didn't I get paid today?" Dude, you quit on this day. You just been showing up. It's been voluntary.
I better start checking my bank account now going forward to make sure I'm still getting paid.
It fixed the glitch.
We fixed the glitch. Yeah, no, it should be a good time though. Like I said, the show is gonna be a little warm though outside, but the show will be cool. It'll be AC in there, so don't be afraid of the heat. Come on down.
That was a solid Office Space reference, by the way.
That's what we're going with.
That was good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Absolutely.
But our goal is that you walk away from the show knowing more than you did when you showed up. That's really what our goal is there. We want to teach you about ShopSabre. It's not about our competitors for us. It's more about when you show up and you're considering our competitors, giving you enough information to at least consider us. And I think that's really what we want people to take away is that, so many times the internet masks the true quality of what we're producing and the capabilities of what our machines can do. And unfortunately, like I said, a lot of our competitors can portray their machines to be more than they are. And, these cheap machines can look elegant and big and, the internet can put on a front, if you will, right? And ShopSabre doesn't have to do that. That's what's awesome is like what you see is what you get with our product. You're going to walk into our booth and I think you're going to find that it's everything that we talk about. There's no games being played there. And, the big thing I think that you can learn at this show is come see a ball screw drive system. Come see what they're about. See them in action. Come see the construction of the frames. See what they look like. We talk about the aerospace milling of our frames. Like, you can come see it, see the frame quality, the ease of the control. We're going to have the controllers hooked up. You can actually see how they work. And, honestly, you can meet Ben from tech support. You could meet our sales team. Like, you can see our customer service. You're going to be able to learn from that. And then the cool thing is because we've been doing this for a long time, we always have customers in our booth.
I was just going to say that customer that actually owns more than one of our machines or has owned one more of our machines and could tell you just about anything you have that would ever be an issue in your head.
And the benefit to that is that you can talk to real customers. They're not paid by us.
Yep.
You can talk to these guys in the booth and that it spent their money, and you're going to be able to learn more about what they would do differently. What they did that they love. Like, you can learn things that there's no other better place to do that. Don't you guys agree?
Absolutely.
So, kind of looking at it, the one thing to keep in mind is, time is running out on the year. We're halfway there.
It's going to be over before we know it.
Dude, I can't believe we're in July.
It's insane.
I can't believe I'm almost 40.
Thank you, Chad.
Oh man.
Oh my God, the one-liners. But I was getting to the point of, we're in July. We just celebrated 4th of July, and it seems like it was just yesterday, and now it's a couple weeks ago already. And at the 4th of July, you were celebrating your freedoms. You were celebrating America. That's what it's about, right? Our independence. And now you have the opportunity to come see a USA-made product, a USA-made CNC machine, and we have the lowest lead times. We have the best financing possible. We have discounts and sales. Like, there's no reason not to be checking this out right now, especially if you're an American company trying to build American products. Like, it's a perfect time to put all this together,
And if you get a hold of us, we'll get you your tickets for free just to get in.
Yeah. Let me ask you guys one simple question. Why not buy American-made CNC technology? I can't think of anything.
There's not a reason not to.
Yeah, especially right now. It was one thing if, like, lead times were long and, the prices were outrageous. Like, dude, we're competitive in price, and our lead times are the same, if not less, than almost any other import machine right now.
And you're purchasing a machine with lifetime training, lifetime support. We can actually get you parts because we stock them.
Yeah.
You're not down for months trying to source a part.
Right. Didn't you guys just talk to a customer who ordered an import machine and it took him, he's been waiting like 12 weeks or something?
They told him it could be potentially 3 to 6 months.
3 to 6 months.
I never did hear back from that particular guy. I was talking to his friend, but his friend says, I'm not going to make the same mistake he did. I'm going to buy your machine.
Yeah.
And
3
his
to
buddy
6
thought
months.
he was buying an American product. He didn't know.
Yeah. 3 to 6 months he's been waiting.
That's what they told him.
Yeah. And it's like, we can have a machine to you in 3 weeks.
Yeah, 2 to 6 weeks.
Yeah,
I think is
2 to
where we're at
6.
right now.
So what takes them months takes us weeks.
And we can get you an entire machine. This guy's just waiting for one part.
Isn't that crazy?
I think a lot of people get fooled on if they're American made or not. And that might be some of the reason is they don't know.
I was just going to say, well, how do you know it's American made?
I always tell people if you go to their website and you don't see it immediately that they're made in the USA, they're not made in the USA.
Correct. Because any American-made company is going to put made in America right on their website. You know why companies don't do it? It's illegal.
Exactly.
They can't. They're not going to put it out there. They can mislead you. A sales guy can tell you anything, but it's his word versus yours. But the website kind of is glue right there, right?
Any company that's doing it here is going to display it.
Correct.
Yeah,
our
yeah.
website's the first thing you see, American flag and made in the USA.
One customer of mine says, well, they've got American flags hung up in their shop, though. I said, sir, doesn't mean nothing. It's an
they're-
imported product. They're here in the States.
Because they're in America. Exactly. They put a flag up.
Yep. Easily fooled.
Yeah, it just blows me away. Like,
Or you look at the address of the so-called American CNC manufacturer, and they're in a 20,000 square or 10,000 square foot building. That's with other companies in there,
yeah, they're in a strip mall.
basically.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't get it. And the problem is people get fooled, like you said, and they want to believe they found the, diamond in the rough, if you will, and come to booth 2701. I promise that's their diamond in the rough. You're going to find the best machine that you can spend your money on right now, and you can see it for yourself. Like I said, we can get you tickets, whatever you need, but, if you can't make it to the show, call our team. They'll set up a visit here at Minnesota.
You can still get the specials.
Yep, we'll still take care of you. They'll get you what you need. They'll get you taken care of. We can get you financing still. We got a lot of things we can still offer you. Just give our team an opportunity. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at what we can offer you. So yeah, again, starting next week though, AWFS in Las Vegas. We're gonna be at the convention center, the West Hall, booth 2701. Did I leave anything out, guys?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Except for your CNC machine, because that's coming home with you.
ShopSabre.com.
I'm not bringing one.
You're not bringing what?
The CNC machine. I'm bringing my luggage. That's it.
I'll bring the machines.
They're already on their way.
Then you gotta take them back.
I'm gonna sell them.
Are we selling the ones that are there?
We'll sell the machines at the show.
Woo!
Come get them for yourself. You can buy yourself an IS machine or a Pro machine.
Works for me.
There's-
I'll write up
What
the
else are we
paperwork.
gonna have in the booth? Anything?
A Chad
Connor?
Wilson.
I guess Geneva.
We'll have Geneva Capital there ready to write you a deal.
So you get financed right
Get
away.
financed on the spot. We're going to have Chad and Travis there to write a quote if you don't want what's specifically on display. Maybe you need a 5x10. Maybe you need a different size machine. We can write a quote for what you need.
I'll have my laptop there on Tuesday and Friday.
Okay.
I'll be there vacuuming the floor.
This is going terrible. Well, Travis is going to write business apparently on Wednesday and Thursday. Chad's Tuesday, Thursday.
No, I'll just do Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm Tuesday, Wednesday.
You already said Tuesday, Friday. No backsies.
I don't want Friday anymore.
You got Friday.
Oh, Friday's a short day. Never mind. I'm back to Friday.
I'll do Monday through Friday.
Monday doesn't count.
Me and Chad are going to golf on Thursday.
Wait,
I
what?
didn't realize that there was a golf course like right behind the hotel.
Yeah, it's where they do the match. That's on TV all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you book me a tea time?
No.
I know some guys on there.
You gave up, you told me.
I'm never gonna give up. I'm just
You told me you're not very good at it anymore.
better than you.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
We fired Chad. He's gone.
Perfect. Now we can golf together, not have to worry about taking off work.
Chad, good news. You already got tickets to get there and back, so.
No, I'm taking those back too. Get your
Good
own
luck.
tickets.
Good luck.
Good luck. No, I did not book you a tea time. I need you at the booth.
After 5.
Yeah, I booked you a tea time at 5:07.
It's the best time to play when it's 120 degrees outside. Play in the morning, be done by 8, be to work by 9. Might
Not a bad
have to
idea.
skip the buffet for breakfast, but whatever.
Oh, breakfast buffet. I'm excited about that.
You better send me pictures of that buffet because I'm jealous.
I'm going to send you a picture of my plate.
It'll be empty.
It's going to be delicious. Yeah.
It'll be like Natalie, morning breakfast.
Dude,
snacks
every
day.
morning. I got waffle picture from her this morning.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah,
Now she does it to you just because.
Dude, she
you
knows
laughed
it,
about
dude. I
Oh,
know.
yeah, she knows now.
yeah, I know. Nick's wife sends me pictures of her breakfast every single morning, and she makes delicious looking breakfast every morning, and I'm like, ah. So every single morning I get to see waffles or, God, she just cooks everything.
Trust me, filters make leftovers look good.
Fair enough, but it looked good, and I wanted waffles now. But yeah, that's what I got. This episode's kind of a shorter one. Actually, I don't think it's that short, to be honest with you. The more I think about it, I think it still went 45 minutes. But obviously, we want to talk a little bit about AWFS. It's coming up. It's a show that, like I said, shows off all of our equipment, and that's what this episode's about. Next week, we won't be back with an episode, potentially. Jose may have a trick up his sleeve here, but yeah, then we'll be back, and we'll be back on topic. We're going to talk a little bit more about some technology, and like I said, I'm pretty excited. We're going to talk about what we released at the show. We'll talk a little bit more about the benefits of that new feature, that new option that we're going to be displaying, and like I said, I'm pretty excited about what we have coming. So stay tuned for that upcoming episode, but for now, I'm Brandon.
I'm Chad.
I'm Travis.
I'm Nick.
And that's Jose. Thanks for talking shop with ShopSabre.